Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Broncos.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 19-yard line.
3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Daniel Carlson on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going.
Successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Jackson out quickly to Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He completes this to Sutton. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Broncos.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorle, that got in there to bring him down.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Reception here by Ruggs. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 44-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Allen's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10. at the 23-yard line.
Stepping up, Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Broncos.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking,
he's got daylight. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Past the 20. Bring it! And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Third down.
Here's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack on first down, Allen. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Logan Cook now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Vegas. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. He gets away from one. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 77 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, and his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
On the carry.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Powerful running. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
2-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
7-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Freeman again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. that one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Raiders 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
31.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
Back and check where the errors are.